Good evening to all of you. May I request Dr. Adish Agarwala, President SCBA, Mr. Sukumar Parjoshi, Vice President SCBA, to kindly escort Honorable Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna, Justice Supreme Court of India, Mr. R. Venkat Ramani, Learned Attorney General for India, to the dais. Welcome, sir.
Before the formal function begins, my sincere apologies to everybody for keeping you waiting. I was in the court. In fact, I have to go back to the court because the matter didn't get over, but I said we have to at least come and relieve all of you here. Sincere apologies.
Now, may I request Mr. Manish Goswami to present a sapling to Honorable Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable the Chief Justice of India. May I request Mr. Anil Nisani to present a sapling to Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna, Justice Supreme Court of India. May I request Mr. Upendra Mishra to present a sapling to Mr. R. Venkat Ramani, Learned Attorney General for India. May I request Mr. Kumar Gaurav to present a sapling to Mrs. Mona Bopanna, wife of Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna, Justice Supreme Court of India. As per the counting of SCBA election, Mr. Kapil Sibbal is elected as a president, Ms. Rachna Srivastava as a vice president, Mr. Vikrant Yadav as a honorary secretary. May I request Mr. Amrendra Singh to present a bouquet to Ms. Rachna Srivastava, elected vice president of SCBA. May I request Mr. Vikas Gupta to present a bouquet to Vikrant Yadav. Fast. I welcome to Honorable Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna, Justice Supreme Court of India, family members of Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna, his wife Mrs. Mona Bopanna, his son Mr. A.K. Somaya, daughter Ms. Varasika Bopanna, son-in-law Mr. Dev Uthaya, father-in-law Mr. Siu Bhaskar, mother-in-law Mr. C. Santa Bhaskar, and other honorable judges, Honorable Mr. Justice B.N. Agarwal, sir, Mr. Bipin Nair, President Skora, Mr. Amit Sharma, Vice President Skora, Mr. Nikhil Jain, Secretary Skora, Mr. Aljo Joseph, Treasurer Skora, Mr. Atul Kurherkar, Learned Secretary General, Supreme Court of India, Mr. Mahesh Patankar, and other registrars, senior members and members of the bar. Today we have gathered here to bid farewell to Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna, Justice Supreme Court of India. It is my privilege to welcome your lordships. Your lordship is recognized for his pleasant and forthright and upfront personality. He is also an outstanding hardworking, compassionate, known for patiently hearing everyone. The legal community deeply admires and respects him. I would like to begin with a quote from Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna. Equality before the law is not merely a noble ideal, but a bedrock of a just society. Let us strive to ensure that every individual, regardless of status or influence, receives fair and impartial treatment under the law. Justice A.S. Bopanna was born 20th May 1959 in beautiful region of Coorg, Karnataka. Justice Bopanna is the son of late Sri A.N. Somaiya, a prominent politician belonging to the erstwhile Janata Party, who served as a member of the Karnataka Legislative Council. Justice Bopanna pursued his legal education at the esteemed University Law College, Karnataka. He was enrolled as an advocate in Bar Council of Karnataka in 1984. For over 2 decades, he honed his skills in the corridors of the Karnataka High Court. Justice Bopanna mainly practiced in civil, constitutional, company service and labor matters. In 1999, Justice Bopanna's expertise caught the attention of the legal fraternity, leading to his appointment as a legal advisor to numerous central public sector undertakings, as the additional central government standing councils, and he executed his role with distinction till 2005. His judicial journey began on 6 January 2006 when he was ascended to the bench of Karnataka High Court as an additional judge and the permanent judge on 1st March 2007. During his tenure at Karnataka High Court, Justice Bopanna was dedicated to making justice more accessible. He worked hard to reduce the number of pending cases and played a key role in setting up a Bengaluru mediation center. In addition to his judicial duties, Justice Bopanna has been a stalwart advocate for alternative disputes resolution, serving as a member of the board of the governors of the Karnataka Arbitration Center. In 2018, Justice Bopanna's sterling reputation and contributions led to his appointments as Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, where he continued to uphold the principles of fairness and equity. His elevation to the highest court of land, the Supreme Court of India, on 24th of May 2019 was a testament to his exemplary judicial acumen and integrity. Justice Bopanna's ascent to the Supreme Court holds a special significance as he became the first judge from Kodugu, Coorg, in Karnataka to achieve this distinction, earning him the title of Coorg Person of the Year 2019. Throughout his career, Justice Bopanna has authored more than 91 judgments and participated in more than 500 benches, leaving an indelible mark on the legal landscape. His rulings have not only shaped legal precedent but have also served as a beacon of justice of generations to come. Some of the famous and notable cases which has been dealt by lordships are demonetization case, Vivek Narayan Sharma versus Union of India, Nirbhaya case, Pawan Kumar Gupta versus State NCT Delhi, skin to skin judgment, Attorney General for India versus Satish, Tata versus Mystery case, Future Coupon and Amazon case, Supreme Court directions on POS Act, Arulino Fernandez versus State of Goa, Kabi Arora versus SEBI formation of opinion under SEBI rules, OBC reservation in NEET exam, and many other landmark judgments. Now may I request Mr. Sukumar Parjoshi, Vice President, SCBA, to kindly give his welcome address.
Good evening, everybody. This is probably for the last time in this executive committee. I am welcoming all of you to any function, and particularly to a farewell function for this year and for during the tenure of this committee, which is coming to an end tomorrow. Honorable Chief Justice of India, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable Justice A.S. Bopanna, for whose retirement today we all are gathering. And I wish all of you to acknowledge his presence in the court for the last day today by a warm round of applause. Please give a warm round of applause. Learned Attorney General for India, Mr. R. Venkatramani, Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, the newly elected representatives of the bar, the office bearers. Mr. Sibal is not here, who is the president with a huge margin, very landslide victory he has won. I must congratulate Ms. Rachna Srivastava, who has become the vice president and the leader. Also, not so old and newly elected president and office bearers of SCORA, who are present here, senior advocates, members of the Supreme Court administration, staff of SCBA who are present, who all helped us throughout the year. Today we all have gathered to bid farewell to one of my ideal judge, and for anybody in fact, because I can't think of any adjective which will define an ideal man is not appropriate for him. Sir, you are most erudite. Sir, you are definitely so patient and just to everybody that your smile encourages one to put forth the grievance, and the most human quality of empathy is in abundance in you, sir. I recollect one instance I had brought before your lordships for the fishermen community of Goa, who were otherwise shattered, and your lordship immediately, in fact, intervened, and now they are saved. In fact, the community is thriving so well, and that's all because you touched their hearts, sir, and their lives are saved because of you. So you are a suave gentleman, while in fact all my colleagues will agree, if you dismiss a matter also, sir, with such convincing thing that there is nothing, I would have granted it in 2 minutes, and since there is nothing in the matter, I can't help you. So that's, sir, that's your way of this. Sir, you are in fact, my friends Sanjay Nuli and Shekhar Devas always tell me of you, sir, that how ideal you were in Bangalore High Court. In fact, I have appeared before you there also. And how the kind of farewell you received, sir, from them, that speaks volumes. And today also, sir, most of us feel the same thing. And always since 19th of May to 19, sir, I think 24th of May 19, sir, I still feel it is like yesterday. I met you in Karnataka Bhavan the day you had come, sir. And today we are bidding farewell to you. It's sad that we are doing that, but probably, sir, you will get enough of time to spend the way you want to live. And I think I wish you a very healthy and happy life hereinafter. I wish Madam Mona Bopanna that for being by the side of sir and making him such a powerful, influential man in the judiciary. Sir, I also acknowledge the presence of your father-in-law, Mr. Bhaskar, here, and your brother-in-law who are here. Sir, today also is one of our last occasion here. I must show my gratitude to all the judges. Sir, you have been so kind, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. Always, sir, you have been so kind, so patient to us, and probably you tolerated us for 1 year, sir. Thank you so much. And without any appointment, I used to go and, sir, whether it is eligibility for the senior or anything, in corridors you would pass such directions. Of course, the bar is very happy about that, but we have a personal experience, sir. Sir, all of you, in fact, whenever we have visited your chambers in the capacity of office bearers, always you have been so helpful and receptive to the problems of the bar and immediately gave solutions. My experience with the executive committee, my experience with the executive committee for the last 1 year was wonderful, except for some instances which there is no explanation. The committee was one of the finest. This was my 7th time, sir, I was there in the committee, and this is one, there is no infighting in the committee at all throughout the year, and this is one of the fine committees who accomplished, because with the help of Justice Chandrachud, to carry out many things, and for the which are first in this. During this tenure, sir, we are grateful to you for conducting so many programs, and the Prime Minister and President visited our premises on occasions which are of national importance. Sir, the installation of statues earmarking the ethos of judicial practice and the equality, etc., sir, which you, in fact, the Miti Cafe is one of the visionary landmark institution you created for the people who are challenged otherwise. That is, I think, not only symbolic, sir, but that will have a great impact on the lives of those, sir. Now I have got the instructions on my first speech, which was also a farewell speech. Justice Vikramnath had said that if you speak more than 5 minutes, then your all matters will be dismissed. So today, sir, I'll take note of that. So I dare not. Thank you, and have a great vacation. Have a great. I've got the. Sir, it is within 5 minutes. It is within 5 minutes. So all matters. Thank you, and sir, we are grateful to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request Dr. Adis Agrawala, President SCBA, to kindly deliver his address.
Honorable Dr. Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India, Honorable Mr. Justice A.S. Bopanna, Judge Supreme Court of India, other Honorable Judges of Supreme Court, and former Judge of Supreme Court, Mr. Justice B.N. Agarwal, learned Attorney General for India, Mr. R. Venkataramani, Senior Advocates, Vice President Mr. Sukumar Patjoshi, Honorary Secretary Mr. Rohit Pandey, Treasurer Ms. Yogendra Pawar, Joint Treasurer Mr. Amren Kumar Singh, and other distinguished office bearers and members of Supreme Court Bar Association, and newly elected. We have lost, but we are welcoming the newly elected Vice Chairman, Vice President, and the Rachana Srivastava and Vikrant Yadav, who has been selected as Honorary Secretary, and also newly elected Mr. Vipin Nair, Vice President Mr. Amit Sharma, Honorary Secretary Mr. Nikhil Jain, Joint Secretary Mr. Kutum Shukla, Treasurer Mr. L. Joseph, and Joint Treasurer Mr. Vishal Prasad, and other distinguished office bearers and members of Supreme Court Advocate on Record Association, the family members of Honorable Mr. Justice Bopanna, Judge Supreme Court of India, officers of Registry of Supreme Court, distinguished brothers and sisters in the legal profession. We have gathered to say goodbye to a distinguished judge who will be demitting office on the 19th of May this year. Justice Bopanna has had a vast judicial career spanning about 18 years, 12 years as a judge of Karnataka High Court and 6 months as Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court and 5 years as judge of Supreme Court of India. These years have seen Justice Bopanna contributing immensely to growth of the law and ensuring that the benefit of law reaches the ordinary person. In cases heard in the Court of Justice Bopanna, one can see that the court has come to immediate aid of any person whose rights are under threat from the mighty hands of the state. One of the most resounding principles upholding the constitutional rights of the accused persons came from the pen of Mr. Justice Bopanna when, in the Pankaj Bansal case, he held that under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, an accused has the right to be informed of the grounds of arrest. It is because of this decision that accused persons are able to effectively contest the curtailment of their liberty by the state. Justice Bopanna was also part of benches that decided other constitutionally important issues. In the Sita Soren case, Justice Bopanna and other honorable judges dealt with the question of parliamentary immunity for acts of bribery. The bench overruled the Narasimha Rao judgment of 1998 and held there to be no immunity for taking bribe for voting in the Legislative House. Justice Bopanna has always been soft and mild in his temperament, but he is equally firm and determined in his decisions. He is an ideal judge who decides by an iron hand in a velvet glove. He has been the guardian of rights, and his judgments have supported individual freedoms. My Lord, Mr. Justice Bopanna, we sincerely thank you for your dedication to the cause of justice. Your judgments have empowered the common man and will strengthen the rule of law in the country. The Supreme Court Bar Association wishes you and your family the very best for the future. As this is also the last function of my tenure of presidentship of SCBA, I take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Chief Justice of India and Honorable Judges of Supreme Court for extending their support and encouragement to me at every step of the way. They accommodated us on most of the issues concerning the bar. The Honorable Judges also participated in our functions, including those on the festivals of Holi, Diwali, Christmas, Guru Parv, and Eid. Their presence added grace to our events. We are highly grateful for that. I also take this opportunity to thank Honorable Prime Minister and Union Law Minister for announcing grant of rupees 800 crores to Supreme Court for construction of chambers and cubicles for lawyers and for other items and for assuring us for medical and life insurance. I am ending my tenure with the greatest satisfaction of being able to work to fill the needs of my colleagues. I also welcome the election of Mr. Kapil Sibal, with whom I miserably lost. He is an illustrious lawyer, and because that has become political, two parties one way and the other side, and I was neutral, so I'm under that grip. I hope he will steer the association to newer heights. I had felicitated him last night at his residence and had requested him to join this function and address all of us, but he thought that it will be not appropriate at this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our esteemed guardian of the bar, Mr. R. Venkatramani, who is always ready to help whenever needed. May I request Mr. R. Venkatramani, Attorney General for India, to kindly deliver his address.
Any farewell function for me makes me sit on the table and my mind ticks. I mean, what do I say in all good spirit? And that every time a judge takes leave of us, the institution is losing an important limb. And the institution is made up of all the honorable judges who come and go. The Vice President said you're an ideal judge. I think by definition, every judge who comes to Supreme Court is an ideal judge. And I think it's an act of gratitude. It's an act of gratitude that we stand here today and acknowledge the immense sacrifice judges make in their lives for the rest of the community. And what a challenging task it is to gather 15, 20 odd years of their life they have spent tirelessly in pursuit of administration of justice. And to capture all of that in 5 to 10 minutes, I think, is not really doing justice. But then we still try to do that with our utmost sincerity. And it's in that sense of paying our act of gratitude on behalf of the bar, and I'm standing here today for the Honorable Chief Justice and Justice Bopanna and judges of the Supreme Court, and Justice B.N. Agarwal was here today, the outgoing and ingoing members of the Bar Association, and ladies and gentlemen. Mere sweet words to capture the work and contribution of Justice Bopanna will not be sufficient, as the Honorable Judge is sweet beyond words. This is a universal reflection of the bar, and as I gather it at the Karnataka High Court, where he spent a good 12 years as a judge, and while he was the Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, and all the 5 years he spent with us in the Supreme Court. I may as well say that the sweet and the amiable disposition of the Honorable Judge has entered into the fine-tuning of the correctness, the heightened level of exposition, and the remarkable grasp of the office of judging. As we often say, the ability to handle and pronounce upon matters of moment and importance, and the cultivation of enduring qualities, even while exposed to the extreme stresses, are features that the bar will always talk about, but also features that go into the quality of justice that can be scanned from the legal reports. Justice Bopanna certainly deserves scores very high in this regard. Many of us in the bar who had shouldered responsibilities as public prosecutor or a standing counsel for the governments do ordinarily pick up certain perspectives and affinities. However, we come across many honorable judges who, though had been in such a position, have demonstrated a remarkable element of free and independent thinking. As I look at some of the pronouncements in which Justice Bopanna has been on bench in the Karnataka High Court, I find a reflection of this feature. It is important that the bar capture these qualities of honorable judges and ever wish to convey our deepest sense of appreciation, and today, such sense of appreciation to Honorable Justice Bopanna. It is undoubtedly the endeavor of our honorable judges to ensure that the practice and procedures of the court are as rendered as flexible as possible, that parties have the fullest opportunity of being heard. The aspect of being heard in the current age of machine and technology, even before the systems are built, was elegantly thought about in an ordinary case where one of the parties residing in USA could participate in the proceedings appearing through Skype, courtesy the permission granted by Justice Bopanna, sitting as a single judge of the Karnataka High Court a long time ago. The 10th schedule of the Constitution has now become a weak and entangled fabric. The high purpose of the enactment of 10th schedule appears to be on the wane. The Karnataka High Court judgment in the case of Sudhagar versus Jeeva Raju, authored by the 3 honorable judges, Justice Shantana Gowda, Justice Abdul Nasir, and Justice Bopanna, is an appealing piece of literature, legal literature, touching upon the sanctity of the election promises and the pledges to the electorate, and connecting the same with the 10th schedule of the Constitution. In administration of criminal justice, drawing fine balances between the need for a fair trial, the rights of the accused, and the interests of the state in ensuring that the high object of social defense and criminal prosecution without let or favor will always remain a challenge, and call for sensitive relation to facts. I find that the view taken by Justice Bopanna, speaking for the Constitution bench in Sukhpal Singh Khaira v. State of Punjab, that a criminal trial will be treated and will continue to be treated as a trial till the sentencing part of the process, and that during the interregnum, any person arraigned as an accused can always be summoned for trial in an instance of drawing that fine balance. You will find a similar sensitive response be much more sensitive when the bench comprising Chief Justice Bobde, Justice Bopanna, and Justice Ramasubramaniam were in unison in finding fault in the acquittal by the High Court in a POSCO Act that the accused had no sexual intent because there was no skin-to-skin contact. I also find the Constitution bench of which Justice Bopanna was a member found it important to issue practice directions to magistrates against routine conversion of Section 138 Negotiable Instruments Act and compliance in a trial by summons. In fact, these less noticed matters add to the quality of administration of justice. All of us know that in matters of taxation, classification, entries, and schedules play an important role. A perceptive mind is alive to these aspects. Interestingly, presiding over a bench, Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, Justice Bopanna asked the question about distinction between the mustard seed and the mustard oil. And in view of the distinction, restrained the hands of a taxation from reaching out to levy on mustard oil, not finding a place in the relevant schedule. I also find an interesting application of the de facto doctrine in the case of Pradeep Kumar Suntalia, where the member of a legislative assembly could cast his vote in a Rajya Sabha election in the morning and became disqualified in the afternoon by reason of a verdict of conviction against him. I was also informed that the direction given by the bench with Justice Bopanna in it in Youth Bar Association of India concerning implementation of pre-litigation mediation under Section 12A of the Commercial Courts Act for setting up a committee of experts has been acted upon, and with the passing of the mediation law, this has gained expedition. Every time when I'm asked to speak on such farewell occasions, I ask myself a question: what I will learn from this honorable judge? Persuasiveness, coupled with firmness and clarity, all grounded in a sweet disposition. Can I be as sweet in my speech and demeanor and gentle but firm in my forensic skills as Justice Bopanna? I am very doubtful. On behalf of the bar, I wish the honorable judge a great life ahead on such engagements as may await his potentials. Before I conclude, let me share with you a poetic piece in Kannada language in honor of the honorable judge. The piece is written by somebody else, but I tried to read it in my own little way. I had the pleasure of reading it in Kannada, and I pardon for all the errors and the howlers of pronunciation, and notwithstanding the smiles on my adventurous attempt. It reads like this: Kodagine hemmeya Bopanna, Kodagaye nitteru nammanna, Bharada deshada nyayada degula, ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸಿದ ಜಗದ ಕಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣರು ನೀ ನ್ಯಾಯಮೂರ್ತಿ, ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ. ನ್ಯಾಯ ನಿರ್ಣಯ ನೀತಿ ನಿರೂಪಣೆ ಇವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುನಿಪುರನ ಇವರು, ಅಂದು ಎಂದು ಮುಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಅಂದದ ದಾರಿ ದೀಪುವ ನಾಡಿಗೆ, ದೇಹ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವ ತೊರಗಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, ದೀರ್ಘಾಯುಷ್ಯ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಳಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ದೇಶವೇ ನೆನವುದು ತುಂಬಿಗ ಮನದಿ, ದೇವರು ಹರಸಲಿ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ ತನದಿ. I'll just read what exactly it means in a very short translation. It means Justice Bopanna is the pride of Coorg. Our